guys, Justin from thecarflip.com. I am actually right now at an auction. I am at an auction in Kenly, North Carolina, and I thought I'd give you guys a quick video about 3 tips that can help you at the next auction that you find yourself at. Now, this obviously only applies if you have auction access, if you have the ability to get into an auction. The auction that I'm at currently is a dealer-only auction. So as you can see, there are 10 lanes. You've got lane 1 turning over here, going to lane 10 over here. 2 lanes actually do 2 lanes in 1 lane, so it's a split lane. But a lot of people go to an auction their first time and they do one of 2 things. Either they are so nervous they don't buy anything, or they buy some stuff that they wish they hadn't. And there's nothing worse than the auctioneer throwing down the hammer and saying sold, and you thinking, what the heck did I just do? So 3 things that can help you at your next auction. 1 is always scan and check out the vehicles that you're going to buy before auction day. I'm going to show you just a quick view of the cars at this auction. There are thousands of vehicles here. How do you know which ones are the ones that you should or should not bid on? For example, today, and if you see me looking off in the distance, I'm waiting for run number 187. It's lane 1, number 87. There should be a few cars out, so I'm in between vehicles right now. But how do you know which ones you should buy and how do you know which ones you shouldn't? Some people show up on auction day and they just bid, they just hope for the best. That's not a good plan. Sometimes you're gonna get lucky, and maybe you have in the past, but if you've gone to auctions any amount of time, you have bought that vehicle that you thought was great, and after the auction you start it up and you think, wait a minute, what's that check engine light for? Oh snap, it needs a catalytic converter, has a transmission code, timing chains are bad. I came out here Saturday, today is Monday. I came Saturday, I had 34 or so vehicles on my list of vehicles to check out, and when I left there were 12 vehicles that I deemed worthy, I guess you could say. They were okay enough for me to be willing to bid on. There were several that had transmission codes and timing chain codes. Like for example, if you're looking to buy a Chevrolet Traverse and you think, wow, that's a really good price, why isn't anyone bidding on it? You bid on it, you get it. If it has a check engine light, you want to have already scanned that because it's very likely it has a timing chain code, and the timing chain issue on that vehicle is very expensive to repair, as opposed to a timing chain issue on a Chevy Equinox, because you don't have to pull the engine for the Equinox, you do have to pull the engine and transmission for the Traverse. Those are things that you need to know ahead of time. So always scan, check out the vehicle. Some auctions allow you to drive them ahead of time, some don't. This auction does not allow you to drive any vehicles ahead of time, so that will rule out some vehicles that I'm going to look at. I always want to scan, do a detailed scan with my scanner to see if there are any transmission codes, because that's something I'm not going to be able to know because I'm not able to drive it. So scan, check out the vehicles ahead of time. 2, and this is going to sound kind of, you're going, why, really, is that a thing? 2 is don't get emotional, right? There's a lot of men here today, and there are women that are here, but you got one man on the left, one man on the right, and sometimes you see people that kind of are trying to, I don't know, show the other guy who's boss, and like they want a vehicle and the other guy's bidding and they're like, oh yeah, and they keep bidding, and you get 2 guys going back and forth, and then whoever wins ends up paying more than they really should have. So don't get emotional. And that leads us to number 3, and here's the vehicle that I'm looking to bid on right now. It's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Is go with a plan. One way to keep yourself from paying more than you need to and getting in a bidding war with someone beside you because you're trying to prove a point is going in with a plan. For me, the night before, take all the vehicles that I'm interested in, I make a list, I put a number on that list, and I use Sheets, Google Sheets. I have a list of exactly how much I want to pay, and I'm not going to pay any more. So when I'm standing in line looking at this, for example, I don't even know what my number was, but let's just say it's $2,500. I'm not going to pay over $2,500 because that's the number I wrote down on my paper, and I was looking at that when I was in a rational state of mind. An auction naturally gets your blood pumping, makes you want to buy something. That's why they sell them at auction. But I looked at this and the numbers when I was in a rational state of mind. I have the number that I want to pay for it, and that's what I'm going to go by. So always check your vehicles out ahead of time, number 1. 2, don't get emotional, and 3, go with a plan. So I'll give you a quick look on the inside, see what I'm looking at buying. It's in pretty good shape overall. So we'll see how this goes. Good luck at the next auction that you go to. Be sure to check out thecarflip.com and this YouTube channel for more information. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.